Okay, welcome to Summit Center for Spiritual Living, where we share universal good through love. And I just want to welcome Deb, who she's not on the screen, but she's been watching our
If I had a rotating camera, we could check it out.
yeah, but she's been at our services the last few weeks, and so welcome, Deb, and we're happy you're here. Also, it's great to have everybody else here. So I am going to go ahead and light the candle that has 2 wicks. I gotta buy a new candle. The first wick represents spirit or God, the all that is. And as I light that, then I'm going to light the second wick, maybe. I can get it another way. Okay, and the second wick, I'm lighting. See that it shows a greater light for each and every one. It represents us, and it shows a greater light. So, okay. Anyways, John, you want to lead us in a song?
All right. New month, new start. We are making a new start, willing to do our part, getting better day by day. Creative action is an art, a good start, from the heart for living in a better way. Working together with the skills of many hands, helping each other make the best life we can. We are making a new start, willing to do our part, getting better day by day. Creative action is an art, a good start, from the heart to living in a better way. Life becoming better as harm and suffering cease. With kindness for each other, we live and go in peace. Awareness growing here and there as we care for one another. Love flowers everywhere. We are making a new start, willing to do our part, getting better day by day. Creative action is an art, a good start, from the heart to living in a better way. Living in a better way. For living in a better way.
Thank you, John. That was wonderful. And so today, I am the speaker. And for the month of May, because it's Mother's Day is in here, we have all the speakers will be women. So, yes, which basically means that it's Carol Ann and I, and we both happen to have two-part series. And so I have a two-parter, and then she has a two-parter. And then in June, because it's Father's Day is that one, Michael's going to be in charge of making sure that all the men are speakers for June.
Oh,
So
I did not know this.
Okay, we'll go with the
do
flow.
that.
Yeah, John and I will go out. And we'll have a pastor's meeting. We'll have a
All right.
reverend's meeting.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's what we're doing for this month and next month. So it's the women and then the men. So it has honored the femininity and the masculine in people.
When
So
did the people who aren't sure get to speak?
We all have those natures. So yeah, we all have those natures within
Yeah.
us.
I guess they could flip a coin or something.
Right. Okay. So anyways, I'm going to start off with doing our 365. Michael's going to do the meditation, and then I'll be the speaker afterwards. All right. So this is what it says, and it happens to be for May 5th. So the quote is, "The Spirit of God hath made me. The breath of the Almighty hath given me life." And that's from Job 33.4. My body is the temple of the living God. It is spiritual substance. Every part of my body is attuned to this living spirit within me. I have perfect confidence in my heart that God's life-giving spirit is my life. Since God is my life and God is eternal, my life is eternal. Therefore, I cannot be separated from God, from good, or from perfection. The perfect life of God now is expressed through me, and every part of my body expresses its innate perfection and wholeness. As the sun dissolves mist, so does my knowledge of the truth dissolve all pain and discord. I know the truth about myself as a child of God, and that truth makes me free. I am free because of the power of the living spirit in my power, and it remolds and recreates my body after the likeness of the perfect plan of God. I accept then my spiritual and physical perfection. I accept my privilege as an expression of manifesting the life, love, peace, strength, harmony, and joy of God, the Almighty Presence who dwells within me and incarnates in me as me. Ooh, that felt good. All right. John, you want to go ahead and...
Loving is the way, and what we think, do, or say. Loving is the way. Loving today. Peace is the way. Peace today. Being peace. Being kind. Being now. Loving mind. Kindness is the way. And what we think, do or say. Kindness is the way. Kindness today.
So let's all take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Please relax and just let go. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Just become centered in your chair. Find that place within you that you feel centered and grounded. And become centered in your heart area. See that area filled with light and see that you and the light are one. Dwell in that light. Be that light. And as you do so, know with me that there is only one presence, one power, one life, one activity that is love, that is life, that is light, that is peace, that is power, that is beauty, that is joy, that is abundance, that is creativity, that is all good. And that life and that activity is made manifest in and through us. For we are the emanation of the Most High. We are the emanation of that one life, expressing in us, as us, and through us. So feel that, know that one life expressing as you, expressing as me, feel that. Become immersed in that. Yes, feel that, know that. So from that oneness, we just now know. We know that all the attributes that John sang about are ours. So we just decree and declare and just now know that today is good. Today is a God day. It is a day of spirit, a day of life. That this is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it, as the psalmist wrote. So today we experience our God selves. We experience that life within us. We know that there is no separation between us and the divine. It is the divine living its life in and through and as us. So today we just decree and declare and just now know that All the good of the universe is ours. So we claim and know in a greater way prosperity. We claim and just now know our perfect health and our perfect life being. We claim and just now know peace and love in all of our relationships. We just now just give great thanks that we are together as community on this call. And we feel this oneness, for we are one with that one life. So I just now know for our group today that we experience that divine in a greater and more expansive way than ever before. That the words that are sung today by John, the spoken word by Diana, all of us here today, we contribute to that consciousness of love, that consciousness of peace. So we just give great thanks for us being here today, and we just now know and continue this, and we expect and know that the light bulb goes on. That we will leave here now knowing, again, being more aware of that one life within us. We just now know that, again, that we are able then to take that knowingness into our daily lives, knowing that we are divine. We are whole, healthy, and well. That we are prosperous. All that the attributes of the divine are ours. There is no separation. There's only God. So I just give great thanks for this day and just allow it to be now. So if you agree with me, please say with me. And so it is.
Peace. Be kind. Be now. Loving mind. Loving is the way. Loving is the way. Loving is the way. Loving today.
Thank you, John and Michael. And as you would please open your cameras and take a moment to look into the camera and see the magnificent spirit within each other. Let's take that moment and see the God within. There's Tammy. All right. Yeah, we're thinking the same thing, even though we can't see you. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So as I was saying, I am the speaker today and next week, and my topic is higher ground. But I have to give you a little bit of background. So a lot of you know that I've had a few physical challenges, and lately my breathing has gotten a little bit worse. It's my oxygen. Anyways, that's beside the point. So I was Deb happened to call and wanted to talk, and I ended up having Michael talk to her because I was having problems trying to get my words out at that point. I go through moments where it's good, and other times where it's not so good. But anyway, so I just wanted to let people um, know. But so I have been working on trying to get my mind in the into the thinking healthy and being healthy and declaring it and claiming it. So one of the things that I realized was that with my breathing, I used to have to project my voice pretty loudly all the time in my job because I managed McDonald's for 40 years. So a lot of times people had to be able to be heard, I had to speak a lot louder than average. Um, and I would sing all the time, whether it be at church or in the car or whatever. I would sing all the time. I'm not a very good singer. But I enjoyed it. And I realized that singing is something I haven't done very little of. And so I happened to pull up my Barbara Streisand album that I love. Barbara Streisand, her Higher Ground album, that's back from the late 90s. And it's a wonderful, wonderful piece. And I'm going to share some of the words with that. Now let me get my screen on here. Hang a minute. Okay. Okay, so are you sharing? I can't tell. There we go. All right. So the words to Higher Ground, which is the name of the song, the for the album's made for, but the songs that are in there are On Holy Ground, uh, I believe. There's a lot of different things, but so I just wanted to read the words to Higher Ground. And walk me over this horizon. Let the sunlight warm my face. Once again, the times are changing. Once again, I've lost my way. While the words of ancient poets fall like dust upon my shoes, greed has robbed me of my vision. Turn my heart from higher truths. So take my hand and lift me higher. Be my love and my desire. Hold me safe and honor bound, and take my heart to higher ground. And it just reminded, I'm just to let you know, this point I was reminding myself I need to be in a space of higher ground. That higher ground to me is seeing and feeling and accepting spirit for all that spirit is. So it says, the words are go on. I have walked too long into darkness. I have walked too long alone, blindly blindly clutching fists of diamonds that I found were only stones. I would trade the wealth of ages for a warmer hand to hold. The path of life is narrow, but it leads to streets of gold. Then it goes to the chorus again, and it says, so take my hand and lift me higher, be my love and my desire. Hold me safe and honor bound, take my heart to higher ground. And then it goes on, in this world, we move through shadows, never sure of what we see. While the truth abides between us, come and share the truth with me. So we really need to realize that the truth is always there. We always have to experience it, but as it's there. It's not waiting, it's there. All we have to do is accept it. So take my hand and lift me higher, be my love and my desire. Hold me safe and honor bound. I take my heart to higher ground, and then higher ground. So after higher ground, after reminding myself, the I started singing along with her, and everybody knows. Well, not everybody knows, but most people know. I believe it's an older song, but most people know that. So again, the words are what I was paying the attention to. So the words are, I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. I believe that somewhere in the darkest night, a candle glows. I believe for every one who goes astray, someone will come to show the way. I believe, I believe. I believe above the storm, a smallest prayer will still be heard. I believe that someone in the great somewhere hears every word. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see a star, then I know why I believe. And then this particular song actually adds uh, she combines with a second song, which is When You Walk Through the Storm. I'm not going to go ahead and read that. But as I was listening to those words of I believe, I was needing to feel those things, believing that spirit is within me and me through me. And as I was believing this and singing it out loud, or trying to sing it, um, it warmed my heart even more and allowed me to be able to uh, feel spirit in a special way. So then, of course, probably the best version of On Holy Ground is ever made, it's my opinion, was this one with Barbara Streisand. And I'm not playing these songs because I'm not playing these songs because uh, I can't. um, uh, I don't have permission to play this song. I have to have special. We have to have special permission, but you can get it on YouTube, or you can get it on the internet in any way, and you can listen to them. But what I really found was I started to need mental equivalence. I needed to change my thinking, not only about my breathing, but about my health in general. So then I got it looking at Ernest Holmes. And Ernest Holmes, and I went to the mental equivalence page, um, and chapter 17. And the first couple paragraphs are, if we know that the power with which we are dealing is principle and not personality, if we know and believe that mind is the only actor, cause, effect, substance, intelligence, truth, and power that there is, if we have a real embodiment, then we can demonstrate. If we lack, if we are poor, if we are without friends, or if we are without opportunity, we should be sure to erase from our consciousness any sense of lack. We erase thought from pouring, but we erase thought from, consciousness by pouring in an opposite thought. This thought meets the other and neutralizes its effect. It rubs it out, just as we rub a chalk mark off the board. We must maintain a consistent, positive, aggressive mental attitude in the truth. We walk by falling forward. Water falls by its own weight. The planets are eternally falling through space. Everything sustains itself in nature. The only reason man is limited is that he has not allowed the divine within him to more completely express. Man's divine individuality compels infinity to appear in his experience as duality because he has believed in duality. So the problem is that when we don't feel the divine, when we are seeing things that or experiencing things that we do not want in our lives, is that we're not realizing that spirit is still there, that spirit is always there, that the divine is always with us, in us, as us, through us. And when we see that our situation is not what we want it to be, then we need to change the thinking, change our mental equivalent. Michael has always been, he's been preaching this to me for the last, for a while now, reminding me every day, well, almost every day, that, we got to change that mental equivalent and we got to do whatever it is to change that. So for me, it was becoming, singing was to sing again, to spend some more time in meditation. But more than anything, it was for me to sing again, to be able to feel those words. So you got to, where I'm going with this is you have to be careful with, the what you say and what you're singing. Just because you like a song and you like the beat, that doesn't mean that you should necessarily be singing it or saying it out loud. Because when anything that you say out loud or you feel with emotion or belief, it is much stronger. That it is much stronger in that belief. So if you don't want something, don't start singing about the death of this or that I'm so lonely, I'm so this, I'm so that. Start doing a positive thing. Ernest Holmes says near the end of the chapter, it says, it's not enough to say there is one life and that life is God. We must complete this statement by saying that life is my life now, because we must couple this life with ours in order to express it. We are not becoming this life, but we are now in and of this life. I'm going to repeat that. We are not becoming this life, but we are now in and of this life. There is no other life. God is not becoming, God is. God is not growing, God is complete. God is not trying to find out something. God only knows. Evolution is not the expression of becoming God, but it's simply one of the ways that God would, who already is, expresses himself, and as such is at a logical result of involution, and is eternally going on. So I started looking at more songs, and I have a lot of Karen Drucker. Karen Drucker is one of my absolute favorites, famous kind of songwriter. She definitely does a lot of uh, what I like in her songs is she does a lot of mantras. So I'm going to bring up one of hers, and I'm only going to read through part of it. But let's give me just a moment to find it here. And okay, so
here's how soldiers eliminate mosquitoes
oh
around them
my
in just
goodness,
90
I'm so
seconds or
sorry.
less. This tiny tactical mosquito repeller is taking the world by storm. It creates
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to stop that there. But my point with this is that um, she uses a lot of mantras. So I surrender in this case, and she makes a song out of it. But it helps you to remind whatever you are working on. For me, I need to allow and to surrender. So I like that particular one. And by the way, I was able to play from her songs because we have permission from her to be able to use her music. So that's why I could play that. But there was like 115 or 120 just on the first site that I went to of her music, which was amazing to me. And I just thought it was fantastic. But I am going to do one more song that she did, and I'm going to let that end my talk for today. But the point, I just want you to understand, the point is do whatever you need to do to change your thinking. For me, I needed to sing. I need to be singing. I need to be singing. I need to be singing. I need to be expressing. I need to be meditating. But more than anything, by singing words that I can believe in that are positive, I am allowing my breath to be stronger. It's been a journey so far. Because when I first started singing again, I barely had the breath to go very far to do much at all. So far today, I've been able to read and speak fairly well without having to stop. And so it's working. It is definitely working. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to share the screen again, but I'm going to let Karen Drucker have the last word because she has a great song here that I wants to share with you. And let me get back to it.
Joy fills every cell in my body. Every cell is alive with love. I relax into the healing process. I allow spirit to do what it does. Joy fills every cell in my body. Every cell is alive with love. I relax into the healing process. I allow spirit to do what it does. Joy fills every cell in my body. Every cell is alive with love. I relax into the healing process. I allow spirit to do what it does. Peace fills every cell in my body. Every cell is alive with love. I relax into the healing process. I allow spirit to do what it does. God fills every cell in my body. Every cell is alive with love. I relax into the healing process. I allow spirit to do what it does. God fills every cell in my body. Every cell is alive with love. I relax into the healing process. I allow spirit to do what it does. Joy fills every cell in my body. Every cell is alive with love. I relax into the healing process. I allow spirit to do what it does. Joy fills every cell in my body. Every cell is alive with love. I relax into the healing process. I allow spirit to do what it does. Joy fills every cell in my body. Every cell is alive with love. I relax into the healing process. I allow spirit to do what it does.
All healing energy flows through me now. Harmony, balance, vitality, that glorious wisdom that creates and sustains health is mine. I live in divine well-being now and always.
Joy fills every cell in my body. Every cell is alive with love. I relax into the healing process. I allow spirit to do what it does. Set my life and I am
Okay, so again, I just wanted to remind each person that if we change our mental equivalent and we start being aware of what it is that we want, but more than anything, of knowing that spirit is with us always and taking care of things. And instead of worrying about that it's going to be taken care of, we just allow it to happen. It's amazing. The difference though in this week for myself what I'm feeling. I'm very grateful and thankful for our musicians, for John and for Tim, because they have their own, they do most of their own music, and every one of them is positive. Every one of them is a positive song. It is a positive feeling. It's a positive, uh, fantastic thing. So I leave you with this, that um, work on your mental equivalent. Recognize that love is always there, and that you don't have to do anything more than be singing. In my case, singing. So, okay. So, thank you, and I'm going to open this up to anybody who may have any comments or questions. If there is anybody.
Oh yeah, my old pastor back in the day, he warned us about, listening to that gangster rap that was real popular.
Yeah, we got to be very careful with those songs or with the music. I remember at one point, Michael, I don't remember what the song was, but you were playing it like over and over and over for about a month. And I finally said, "Stop it. I can't take it anymore." And he did stop, but he realized that it was not something that anybody needed to be repeating. And he was singing it and the whole bit. So,
Sometimes
okay.
the rhythm should get you, and you don't pay attention to the words.
What was it? ACDC?
I don't even want to go back there. So, Diana, that was wonderful. Great
Wonderful.
talk. I think that was really good. And for everyone on Facebook, the Facebook algorithms, we have permission to play Karen Drucker's songs. We have voice permission. Thank you.
Well, I sing every day, so maybe that helps me be healthy. But that's wonderful. Yeah, do it. Keep singing. And you do have a lovely voice. You just, the more you sing, the better it'll get. Yeah.
That is so true. I have history in my family of always having to be the accompaniment on the piano, or if I was in a choir, they would very nicely say, "Sing softly." But it has taken many years to really find my song voice, and I wake up in the morning. I sing to the flowers. I sing whatever floats through my head in deep appreciation and love and joy and health and healing. And I gotta tell you, you're gonna laugh, but my plants, I haven't fertilized my plants inside in years. And people say, well, you can't do that. You have to. I said, no, look at them. They're lush. They're growing. And the only thing I can attribute it to is every morning I come down singing and acknowledging each one and giving them energy. And I'm like, this isn't right. But it is. It is. It is amazing when we are in that place of awareness, how that strengthens everything. And it has nothing to do with fertilizer. And I have fertilizer, organic fertilizer sitting there, when in all good intentions, and it just doesn't get put on. So and all I can say is it's a God thing, and I am very joyous and thankful for it. But your presentation today was absolutely off the charts, Diana. It was so heartfelt. It was so, this is my discovery. And I think that's an incredible discovery that you found. I mean, Spirit was really working with you. And for that to come through and say, oh. And how fast it begins to turn everything around. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot wait until next week.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. So it would be that time in our service where we
Nice.
Let John do his song.
yes, let Michael or let John do a song. Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. Who jumped so soon? Changing without warning. Who waits to move? Seeking improved adorning. So many trials along the way. So many hurts to be okay. How many hearts will heal today? What yet to do? When will we see the morning? Sometimes warmer, sometimes colder, choosing planning, getting older. So many friends to get back to, so many things to say and do. How many words to share what's true? When is the time for moving forward bolder? So many ways to act and see, so many thoughts to think and be. How many hearts are living free? Where do we go before the morning? What do we do to improve reforming? How many souls are ready for reborning? For understanding we draw or remove a line. For being clear we let our essence shine. So many reasons to be right, so many good things in our sight. How many coming to realize? When is awakening? Any time is fine. Love is yours and mine.
All right. Thank you, John Miller. Reverend Michael, please do the rest, except for maybe the I'll do the bell,
Okay.
please.
All right. So this is the time in our service where we have an opportunity to give And again, that we always have something to give, whether it be time, talent, treasure. So we are specifically asking for treasure here. If you can, again, please, we do accept Zelle payments, and that's our Zelle address is sscofakron@gmail.com, sscofakron@gmail.com, or you can go ahead and send us a check. Yes, you can write a check to 1199 Lexington Avenue, Akron, Ohio, 44310. Put on it Summit CSL, Summit Spiritual Center. As long as it has the word Summit on it, the bank will take it. So, but we really appreciate each and every one of you for giving, and that because not only do we have bills, but again, that we are really making an impact, again, not only on the internet, but in the world, because we meet together, and because that of our ongoing support of myself, and also of New Thought Media Network, which again, we're really getting the message out there. So take your gift in your hand, right top over left. Again, if you don't have your gift in your hand, just symbolically, just do that. And know with me that all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive is blessed right now. The very thankful heart, I now just release this gift for the benefit of the ministry of Summit Center for Spiritual Living, and for the benefit of the whole world. As I give in love, I receive back in love tenfold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold. As I give, so do I receive. So I just give great thanks for this, and I give great thanks that, again, I'm planting my seed into good ground here at the summit. So for that, I just give great thanks, and so it is. All right, John.
Good and more good is mine, and ever increasing good is mine. Unlimited, infinite good is mine. Wherever I go, I see good. Whatever I do, I feel oh so good. I'm worthy and entitled to good and more good. Good crowds itself upon us, wraps itself around us. We give ourselves permission to accept more good, express more good. More good is ours, and ever increasing good is ours. Thank you, Spirit, and so it is.
Thank you, John. So why don't you start with the announcements then?
Yeswise.com. Look for Yeswise Inspire and more, but that's the cool one.
All right. And my continuing work with New Thought Media Network, ntmedia.org, and all the programming of which I try to put as much as I can on Facebook and also on YouTube. But lots of good stuff there. And again, that if for those of you who are watching via the Facebook, please go to our YouTube page, ntmedia.org. We have over 40 hours of programming each and every week. So the one thing I want to announce is this. I'm thinking about doing a book study, and we will do it in conjunction with New Thought Media Network. So if you have a favorite book that you would like us to study online, I think that that would be wonderful. Let me know. And for those of you who do not know my email address, it's real simple. It's Pastor Michael Mangus, PastorMichaelMangus@gmail.com, PastorMichaelMangus@gmail.com. All right. Anything else here for the good of the order? Okay.
Moment of silence.
All right. So why don't you take us into a moment of silence, Diane?
Okay, I'm going to
And
ring
then do our prayer then.
Right, I'm going to ring the bell and this is where you can take a moment to pray for yourself, a family member, a coworker, or the world situation, whatever it may be. And just know that right here, right now, this healing is happening. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. John?
All right, let me bring up the screen share here. We have our alternate song called Real and True. Life is real. Life is true. We are life, living as me and you. Peace, joy is real. Joy is true. We are joy, living as me and you. Peace is real. Peace is true. We are peace, living as me and you. Love is real. Love is true. We are love, living as me and you. Living as me and you.
All right. Thank you, John. And Hannah, you can end our Facebook feed now. And so when it's done, we will. All right. So we're good.